Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to study a special case of theory of games in which one player has only two strategies and the other player has more than two strategies. So there can be two possible cases of this situation. First case can be of order 2 by n. It means player A has only two strategies and player B has more than two strategies or n strategies. So the value of n can be any that is greater than 2. It can be 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7. The second case can be of order n by 2. It means the player A has more than two strategies or n strategies and player B has only two strategies. So these are two possible special cases of theory of games. So to solve these type of cases in theory of games, first of all we need to reduce the order of these games and we need to reduce the order to 2 by 2 order. Okay, we should try to reduce the order up to 2 by 2. So basically there are two methods of reducing the order of a game. First method is dominance method or dominance rule. We have discussed in previous video the dominance rule of game theory. And the second method of reducing the order of the game is graphical method. It is graphical method. So in this video we are going to study the graphical method, and in previous video we have discussed the dominance rule of reducing or eliminating the strategies from a game. So what would be the procedure to calculate or to apply the graphical method in these kind of situations? So for this particular video we are going to use an illustration of 2 by n order in which player A has only two strategies and player B has more than two strategies. So in this particular illustration there are four strategies B1, B2, B3, B4 with company B and two strategies with player A or company A. So basically it is a two-person zero-sum game in which there are only two players and the gain of one player is exactly equal to the loss of the other player. So let's start the process of applying graphical method. So in step 1 we need to calculate the expected payoff of player A. So we need to calculate the expected payoffs of player A. Suppose in response of B, company A is applying strategy A1 with probability equal to X. So the probability of applying A1 strategy is equal to X and the probability of applying strategy A2 is equal to 1 minus X. As the sum total of probability of a player can be 1, so it is very obvious that if the probability of strategy A1 is equal to X, then the strategy of A2 would be equal to 1 minus X. So by applying this basic information or condition, we need to calculate the expected payoffs of company A in response to various strategies adopted by company B. And for that purpose I am drawing a table. First column represents the strategies adopted by company B. Second column of this table represents expected payoffs for company A. Third column represents expected payoffs for A when X is equal to 0. And fourth column represents expected payoffs when X is equal to 1. So with these headings of the columns we proceed to calculate the expected payoffs. So in response of strategy B1, what would be the payoff of company A1? So the formula would be like A1 into, so in case of B1 the value of A1 is 8, so 8 into probability of A1, that is equal to x, plus A2, so in case of B1 the value of A2 is equal to minus 6 into 1 minus x, the probability of playing A2 strategy, that is equal to 1 minus x. So it is the expected payoff. If you put the value is equal to 0, then what would be the value of this payoff matrix? It would be equal to 8 into 0, 0, so minus 6. And if we put x is equal to 1, then the value of this payoff matrix would be equal to 8 into 1, 8, 1 minus 1, 0, so it would be 0. So the net value would be equal to 8. Similarly, in response of strategy B2, the expected payoff would be equal to B2. So in case of B2, the value of A1 is 5. So 5 into probability, that is equal to x plus 6. A2 value is, the value of A2 is equal to 6 into 1 minus x. So if we put x is equal to 0, then the payoff matrix would be 6 into 1, 6. And if you put x is equal to 1, then 5 into 1, 5, 1 minus 1, 0, so 6 into 0, 0, so value would be equal to 5. The value in response to B3 would be A1 is minus 7, A2 is 4, minus 7 into x plus 4 into 1 minus x. So the expected payoff, if x is equal to 0, then 4, and if x is equal to 1, minus 7 into 1, minus 7 plus 0, so minus 7. Expected payoff in response of strategy B4. So A1 is equal to 9, so 9 into x plus minus 2 into 1 minus x. If x is equal to 0, then value of this payoff would be equal to 9 into 0, 0, 2 into 1, so minus 2. If x is equal to 1, 9 into 1, 9, 1 minus 1, 0, minus 2 into 0, 0. So value would be equal to plus 9. So in this way we calculated the expected payoffs for company A in response of the various strategies adopted by company B. Now in second step we need to represent these payoffs graphically. So we are going to represent these payoffs as a function of x graphically. For that purpose we need to draw two vertical lines. And the first line, and we need to draw a horizontal line between them. So this horizontal line represents the value of x, or the value the probability of x. So basically the x represents the probability, and the probability can lie between 0 to 1. So basically this line represents the probability between 0 to 1. So the value of x can lie between 0 to 1. The line, this line represents those payoffs when x is equal to 1. When x is equal to 1, these payoffs are represented by this line. And when x is equal to 0, that is this point, or when x is equal to 0, the payoffs would be represented on this line. So you must keep in mind that the value of x is equal to 1 here. So this line would represent all the payoffs when x is equal to 1. So 8, 5, minus 7, 9 would be represented on this line. And on this line x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, all the payoff values would be represented on this line. So with this information, let's draw these expected payoffs between these two vertical lines. So for first expected payoff, when x is equal to 0, the point is minus 6. X is equal to 0, so would be represented on this line. The value is minus 6. So minus 6 is here. And when x is equal to 1, the value is 8. So 8 is here. So what we need to do? We need to join these points. So I'm going to join these 2 points. it is -6. So as this line represents the payoff in response of strategy B1, so we will name it as B1. Second equation or second expected payoff, the value when x is equal to 0 is 6. So 6 when x is equal to 0, it is situated here, and the x when x is equal to 1, the value is 5. So 5 is situated here. So again we are going to join these points. And we will name it as B2. For third strategy, when x is equal to 0, the value is 4, that is this point, and when x is equal to 1, the value is -7, so this point. So again we need to join these 2 points. So in this way we draw this line, and the name of this line would be B3, as this line represents the payoff in response of strategy B3. For B4, the value when x is equal to 0 is -2, that is this point, and when x is equal to 1, the value is 9, the topmost point of this line. So again we need to join them. It is B4. So in this way we represented all the payoffs graphically between these 2 vertical lines. Now what is the third step? Select the least payoffs covered by 2 or more lines in the lower area of the graph. As we know that it is the basic assumption of a game that the players would adopt conservative approach while selecting the strategies. So conservative approach means that they would select the worst scenario or the least payoff for that particular player. Like the basic strategy of A would be of maximin nature. Maximum out of the minimum payoffs. Maximum payoff out of the minimum payoffs. So in this graph, when we plotted graphically all the payoffs, the lines which are situated below or in the lower area of the graph would represent the minimum payoffs. So these 2 lines, that is B3 and B1, are representing the minimum payoffs for the player A, and we can highlight this area for simplicity. So this shaded region is showing the least payoffs for player A. And now what is the principle adopted by player A? That is maximum out of the minimum values. So in this area, these are the minimum payoffs, and what is the maximum value? The intersection of these 2 lines represents the maximum payoff out of the minimum payoffs. So this point represents the maximum value for player A if he adopts maximin approach. Okay, so in this way we found the maximum value for player A. So now what would be the next value? Or you can cross check these payoffs by looking at this payoff matrix. For company A, to apply maximin approach, we need to calculate the minimum values in each row. So minimum value in first row is -7, minimum value in second row is -6. So these are two minimum payoffs, and look at this point, it is -7, and this point it is -6. So these minimum payoffs are represented by these two lines. So we can confirm that we have selected right equations or right lines to represent this area, which shows the minimum payoffs, by confirming or by looking at the payoff matrix. So next step is to eliminate rest of the lines. As our basic purpose of applying graphical method is to reduce the order of the game, we need to eliminate some lines, or we need to eliminate some strategies. So which strategies would be eliminated? Those strategies or line that are not covering this area, So in this case, this line, that is B4, is not covering this area. Similarly, B2 line is not also formulating any part of this area. So these two strategies would be eliminated or deleted for further process of solution. So after deleting B2 strategy and B4 strategy, we would get a reduced game. The strategies of company A, A1, A2, and the strategies of company B would be, we have eliminated B2 and B4. So we left with B1 and B3. So the values of this one would be -8, -6, and B3 -7 and 4. So in this way, by applying graphical method, we reduced the order of the game to 2 by 2. So now we have two strategies with company A, and similarly two strategies with company B. Okay. Now what is the next step? Find final solution by analytical methods. Remember that graphical method doesn't give us the final solution by itself, although we can find the final solution by looking at these values, but it is going to be very complex to find out the final solutions. So basically we apply analytical methods on the reduced game to find out the final solution. So there are two parts after applying graphical methods. There can be two situations. We can have a game of 2 by 2 order with saddle point and without saddle point. If we have saddle point in the reduced game, then we can calculate simply by finding the maximum values and minimax values. For that, we need to find the minimum values in row. First row minimum values -7, in second row minimum values -6, and from the point of B, maximum value for in column B1 is 8, and in column B3 it is 4. So A is going to apply maximum approach, maximum out of the minimum. So maximum out of the minimum, and B is going to apply minimax, minimum out of the maximum. So minimum out of the maximum. So in this case, we don't have saddle point, which means maximum is not equal to minimax. So we don't have the saddle point, so we can't find the pure strategies for these players. So what we need to do, we need to find the mix of the strategies or the combination of the strategies, the mixed strategy approach that we have discussed in previous videos. So we are going to apply direct formulas to calculate the values, the game value or the values of x and y. Suppose this is a 2 by 2 game. The first payoff is represented by A11, second is A12, third is represented by A21, and fourth by A22. So what is the meaning of numbers? These represents the rows and columns. A11 denotes first row, first column. A12 first row, second column. A21 second row, first column. A22 second row, second column. So if we have this type of game, then how would we calculate the values of x? X means the probability of a1, and value of y. Y means the probability of strategy b1, and the v, the value of the game. So first we need to calculate the value of x. So what would be the shortcut formula of calculating the value of x? It would be a22 minus a21 divided by a22 plus a11 minus a21 plus a12. So it is the basic or direct formula of calculating the value of x. X represents the probability with which company A adopts strategy A1. So simply putting these values for this table, A22 is 4 and minus A21 is 6, that is minus 6, divided by A22 plus A11. 22 is 4, 11 is 8. 4 plus 8 minus A21. A21 is minus 6 plus A11, that is A12, that is minus 7. So the value would be equal to 4 minus minus 6, that is 10, and 4 plus 8, 12, minus minus 13 means plus 13, value would be equal to 25. So the value is 10 by 25 or 2 by 5. So the proportion in which company A would adopt strategy A1 would be equal to 2 by 5. Let's clear it. The value of x is equal to 2 by 5. Now we need to calculate the value of y. Y represents the probability with which company B is going to apply strategy B1, the proportion in which company B is going to apply strategy B1. So the formula would be equal to A22 minus A12 divided by A22 plus A11 minus A21 plus A12. So by putting the values from this table, A22 means 4 minus A12, that is minus 7 divided by A22 plus A11, that is 4 plus 8 minus A21 minus 6 plus minus 7. So the value would be equal to 4 minus minus 7, that is 11. 8 plus 4, 12, minus minus 13, that is plus 13. So 11 by 25. So the proportion or probability with which company B is going to apply strategy B1 is 11 by 25. So the value of y is equal to 11 by 25. And in the end, we need to calculate the value of the game, that is v, value of the game. So the formula for calculating value of the game would be A22 into A11 minus A21 into A12 divided by A22 plus A11 minus A21 plus A12. So you might have noticed one thing, that in all the formulas the denominator is similar, the denominator is same. So now taking the values from this table, A22 is 4 into A11, that is 8, minus A21 minus 6 into A12, that is minus 7. So divided by A22, that is 4 plus 8 minus minus 6 minus 7. So the value would be equal to 32 minus 42. That shows 32 plus 42, or the value would be equal to A21 into A12. So the A21 is minus 6 into A12 minus 7. So the value would be equal to 4 into 2, 32 minus 32 minus 42. So the value would be equal to minus 10 divided by 25. That is equal to minus 2 by 5. So the value of the game is minus 2 by 5. So in this way we calculated the value of x, that is probability of A1. So the probability of A2 would be equal to 1 minus x, or 1 minus 2 by 5, that is equal to 3 by 5. So the ratio of applying A1 and A2 would be equal to 2 by 5 ratio 3 by 5. And for B, the optimum ratio of applying B1 and B3 would be, for B1 it is 11 by 25, and for B3 it would be equal to 1 minus 11 by 25, that is 12 by 25. And the value of the game would be equal to minus 2 by 5. That represents that in this game A is going to lose minus 2 by 5 of market share or anything, and the profit of B would be equal to 2 by 5. So in this way we applied the graphical method to reduce 2 by n type of game, and after reducing the game to the order of 2 by 2, we simply applied the analytical method, the mixed strategies method, to calculate the optimal strategies for every player and to find out the value of the game. So in next video we would cover the n by 2 type of game. Thank you.